Now, despite its lean population, the Ogiek community has defied odds and affront to their existence and jealously guard their rich culture, forest habitat, and wild animals, which each of their 32 clans has a totem. And the 2019 census places the Ogiek of Mt Elgon at a paltry 7,000 and have blamed their stagnant numbers on factors like frequent displacements that have displaced families. Our reporter Alan Ochanda visited the Ogiek of Mt Elgon and brings the story of the minority group that maintains no one can separate them with the forests and wildlife.
60 kilometers north of Bungoma lies Mt Elgon, that is home to the Ogiek community, a sub-tribe of the larger Kalenjin community. The Ogiek have a sentimental attachment to forests, and despite numerous attempts to evict them, they have stayed put, but with some cardinal rule: no to destruction of forests. The 2019 population census places the Mt Elgon Ogiek at a paltry 7,000, a number that has been stagnant over years, and they attribute this to frequent evictions in the past, which has destabilized the family unit.
Kwanza zizi kufukuzwa family na break out. Wamama wanatoroka kwa sababu ya maisha ngumu, hata na uzazi sasa inakuwa ni very scared, na hata na vile tunapata chakula sasa yuzi wakati sasa tumenyang'anywa. Unajua the Ogiek community wanategemea sana asali, nyama, maziwa. Wakati tunaposukumwa, tunaposumbuliwa, hizo vitu vyote tunakosa. Sisi tunachonga misinga, tunaweka, tunakuza nyuki. Sasa tunapofukuzwa, tunawaja mizinga, tunawaja nyuki, chakula inapotea, watu wanakuwa wanaishi bila chakula. And that is pengine why watu wetu wajaendelea kumultiply kama watu wengine.
The frequent shifting, they say, threatens their roots and culture, but at least the jealousy with which they guard their ways of living paints hope for their birthright. A few kilometers inside of the forest is Labot Center, where life goes on as usual. It is dotted with houses and shops, besides human activities signifying life.
To preserve their culture and identity, and of course preventing any attempts to be swallowed, the Ogiek community is now putting up a resource center here at Labot to ensure that their council of elders are now residing here and keep their traditional artifacts to pass over to their future generations.
Ogiek elders have just had a meeting here, and as they emerge from the resource center, they brainstorm the meeting's resolutions, all geared towards ensuring culture preservation. Adjacent to the resource center are 32 mud-wall grass-thatched houses. They represent the 32 clans that make up the Ogiek. Each clan has an animal totem, thus no clan can allow its animal totem to be fed on by either clan. This then means no consumption of wild meat.
Hatutaki wanyama iishe kwa sababu sisi tuko na clan 32 na kila clan ako na mnyama hao. Na kila clan haiwezi kubali ya kwamba mtu mwingine auwe mnyama yao. Tena zaidi ya hiyo, sisi hatukuli wanyama wa msitu kwa sababu wanyama wa msitu kama umekula samani wazee wetu ulikuwa uwezi kunywa tena maziwa.
Sisi Ogiek tuko na clans 32 na kila clan iko na mnyama wake. Haswa kama mimi clan yetu ni umbwa. Kuna clan ambaye clan yao ambaye totem yao ni ndovu. Hawa clans kila mtu hawezi kubali mnyama wao kuchezewa na mtu mwingine. Now, tuko mambo na miti. Kuna miti ambaye sisi kama jamii hatuchomi hata kuwa kuni. Miti mingi sana. So, if we can be able to incorporate both indigenous knowledge and the new information from the government officers, KFS, KWS, I think tunaweza enda mbali sana.
Overlooking Labot Center is the lush green vegetation. Sadly, decades of exploitation have led to large areas of the forest being degraded or lost. An aerial view reveals much of the forest was cut down for extensive farms or plantations. This, according to the members of the community, is due to retrogressive policies like the Shamba system that has contributed to the extinction of the iconic Elgon teak tree that bore the name Mt Elgon, besides depletion of bees habitat, meaning no honey.
Natural areas in Mt Elgon where Elgon teak have been cut indiscriminately actually is destroying the environment, and that's not a way of mitigating climate change. Wazazi wetu hapa awali hawakuwa wamesoma na walikuwa na indigenous knowledge ile wanaweza kukaa na kuishi na msitu ndani hapa na wanyamapori ndani hapa bila matata yoyote ile.
Hii ilikuwa ni mahali ilikuwa na ile inaitwa Elgon teak, miti ambayo inakaa miaka 100. Tulikata hiyo kwa miaka 1. Kitambo sasa tuweze kupata Elgon teak mlima hii itakuwa shida. In fact, itabidi tuulize restoration ya Elgon teak na pia compensation ya Elgon teak. The flagship tree ya Mt Elgon ambayo inaitwa Elgon teak iko wapi wewe ukiona ndugu yangu?
Along the forest pathways, these cedar tree logs dot the area. On their account, they say they have been lying here for the last 50 years after they were abandoned by some timber dealers upon ambush by locals, thus are cagey about any strangers visiting the Mt Elgon ecosystem.
Hatutaki ile partners wanasema wamekuja kutusaidiana na sisi tufanye kazi ya kulinda mazingira ya hapa, na kumbe wamekuja kufanya kazi ya commercial katika msitu ya asili.
Despite their small number, they have taken any affront on them head on. Case in point, they won a major landmark case on human rights violation in 2017 at the African Court of Human and People's Rights after a 13-year legal struggle. Alan Ochanda, KTN News.
Although Kilifi County